Making me run all over creation, trying to... Oh, well, that's not right. Excuse me. There we go. Running all over creation. Came here for a freaking power regulator, and you guys got me doing odd jobs, trying to save your towns and deal with your feuds and your little civil war or whatever. Barely even a civil war, more like just, I don't know, a seceding. Yeah, turns out I would have gotten there a lot faster.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
Walked away from it. Water. Real sour. Powerful fertilizer. Found another work from Edgewater. Thursday, shallow breathing. Not a greens. Couple of weeks physically, especially. He's one of our flock now. So it's on him. Okay. Become a nursery. Find a new way to make the eternal smile on my endeavors. Flora, living things. Environment is any breathing, thinking body. And the crops in this region failed because the corporate sentence tending them are cold. Soil is sour, it's true. Include after months. This is nature. Okay. A natural fertilizer. Organic. It's just nature. Hmm. Oh. Damn it. Inventory. Oh.
Food's bound to spoil at this rate.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit.
You would have died trying.
This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
It's not personal.
You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
I'm willing to deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done?
No.
Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos?
Chaos.
Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
He won't just leave. I'll need convincing.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Oh my. Not gonna lie, that's kind of disgusting, but what happens when you run out of corpses?
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started,
Oh, I don't care
we
about
had a
that.
store of medicine
Oh no.
locked away. So I buried my boy in the cemetery.
Let's go tell these people that they gotta go.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead.
Go back to Edgewater.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again.
I want you to be an engineer.
You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one.
Yeah, what did I do all that
I
work
could do
getting
a
those
lot of
books
good in
for?
Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years.
And she's
I
not
go
expecting
crawling
you to
back my old
stay.
life in Edgewater, and I'm as good as dead to her. Are you sure about this? If we head back to Edgewater on our own, Adelaide won't come with us. She'll stay here and curse us till the end of her days.
Stay here then.
You know where to find...
Grace.
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand.
The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again.
Don't do anything hasty. I'm gonna talk to Reed stepping down.
Sure. Suit yourself. I'll be here.
Damn, I'm like freaking Lightning McQueen over here. If only I can look at myself at third person. I'll figure out how to do that sooner or later, but man, I'm just like running as quick as the wind right now. Like no one would ever be able to catch me with this endless stamina. Shoot.
We can handle this. Nice one. Wow, great work.
You just gotta run as fast as you can. Boom, already in Edgewater. Easy. Ah. Terror on Monarch with Ruth Bellamy as Halcyon Helen. Spencer Woolworth as Chief of the Savages. Featuring real monsters from the doomed world. Oh wow. 12 amazing episodes. Oh, a mini-series. Whoa, what kind of carrying? Gotta sit up and look at that. It's like a mega revolver. It's got like a drum. Alright, alright. Ah, yes, above.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for. Even if they don't care much for me.
Body.
That's on account of how I never met her. It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So
Oh.
when I was born, I got sent here.
You get along with your dad. You might not have had your mother.
Could be. Reckon I'll never know.
Alright, well. We'll talk later.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
She won't come back.
Then
You're
we are
here.
at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town.
Change in leadership might be what this town needs.
I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
I'm not worried about this.
We can handle this. That's smart.
You just killed him.
Yeah. I just did you a favor. I was running this place to the ground.
You just made me an accomplice to murdering my boss. I can't. I need to leave. I need to get away from here. I need to get away from you.
We were treating you like garbage. I was protecting you guys. You didn't give a damn about you people.
You killed Mr. Thompson for talking down his nose at me? You got a real twisted sense of chivalry, you know that? Let's just move on. I couldn't forgive myself if I let you loose upon the Vale unsupervised.
Calm down. What else does he have in here? The natural cost is the retirement desertership if it was passed to someone else. You. That's more late to an operative. They keep the space to choose family together. Yeah. You're a good kid, Parbody. Forced worst. It's not the worst unless it's forced worst. Oh, are you like peeling that off of the pig? That's disgusting. You're disgusting. Oh, raising your sneak skill unlocks sneak attacks while stealthing. Guns in the Outer Worlds are built to be customized and modified with different barrels, scopes, and magazines. You can use these damn. Man, this is a small little sandbox. You know, like it feels like it's big, but when you look at the map, it's really not that big at all. Like I ran from like here and all of this. Like, wasn't I like over here? Big worlds, but small places. These guys haven't respawned. Man, thank goodness I got an endless supply of stamina, or this would be draining. Just sprinting.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
I will shoot you.
You have a peculiar comfort with violence. Killing off my garden, gunning down Reed Thompson. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Take it all the same.
You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted.
Maybe.
I might turn that old cannery into a garden.
You should.
Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting
Because
with
you were right.
bodies.
I was going to shoot you
need
here.
some
I was going
time
to tell
gather my
everybody.
personals.
I was
Long
going to
walk
tell.
back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Yeah. Believe it or not. Friggin' I was going to tell everyone to piss off back to Edgewater. And I was going to shoot you down here and just leave you to rot and get eaten by the sprats. But she said something that was right. She did make this place green. She made it work. She made this place a whole lot better than over there. That place is filled with people dying and shit. Here people are alive. There's natural food growing. It's better if you're just the one in charge. So now what? Actually, I need to fucking take this. Sorry about my swearing. I don't like to swear a lot, but I do. It's a habit I try to break. Been doing it for years. Now back to my ship. No problem. I can do a real fast sprint.
Down they go. Okay, here we go.
Shoot it! Shoot her! Whew. Why do you have so many things? What is this thing called? Orthrus?
Here we go.
What the hell?
Everyone all right?
Yeah, we bit off more than we can chew, but we got him. Ah, it uses heavy bullets. Ah, my ship. Good. Good, good, good. Isn't this where I killed Birdie?
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a
Thank
name
you.
yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
I can understand. I mean, honestly, you're too good for those
Well, it's kind
people.
of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to
They
ask
don't
you
really
something,
appreciate
and
you
can say no.
anyways.
But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
I guess Reed won't mind. Well, with being dead and all.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I never got along with Mr. Thompson, but I don't think he deserved to die. He tried to do his best.
Vale's better off without him.
I don't know about that. Mr. Thompson wasn't an evil man. He wasn't given to violence. Though if Miss McDevitt were here, I'd wager she'd agree with you. Edgewater was on the verge of collapse before you showed up. You sent them power, and now the town might see another season. And you talked Miss McDevitt into coming back to town. Maybe one day, Edgewater will have a garden where that cannery once stood. You ain't exactly a stranger anymore. You've done some kindness hereabouts. I wouldn't mind following somebody like that.
See it my way. Glad to see you see it my way. That's fine. But yeah, pick a cabin.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister.
Sure.
Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Oh, Captain, my captain is...
That was
Oh, no, I'm trying to put my gun away, not talk to you. Alright, let's go. Welcome to the ship. This is the Unreliable. Oh, Vicar, you actually decided to come along?
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Hey, yo.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
Does the book have anything to do with your religion?
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What's a philosophist?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
I see. I see. Do you know where we can find someone that speaks French? That'd be the next step, right?
There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Where is he?
That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How'd you become a hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course.
Right,
I
right.
also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Hmm. Alright, let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Yeah, well,
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have the power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure.
Perfect.
Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Alright. Whoa, you're just gonna follow me the entire time? Jeez. We are up and running. What do you think?
Yeah, huh?
No, this looks like the Firefly. I heard that that show was a huge inspiration or influence. Huh. Why is this door sealed? Sealed, 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 sealed. What, do I not get a room either? What's over here? Sealed.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Power's on.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters.
Good to
I am
know.
prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Make it so. Ah. Ooh. It is a nice ship. Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight. Yeah, it's a nice looking ship. But yeah, like I was saying, I heard the show Firefly from Joss Whedon is a heavy influence. It's a great show. I haven't seen Serenity though. It's on my list of things to do. Shows to watch. Anime, stuff like that.
A communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Huh? It better be quick.
Based on my initial calculations of Dr. Wells's personality, that seems highly unlikely.
Ah, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
No drippage. No. I've been... Yeah, just get to the point, man.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Why do I need a nav key?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys.
So there's no, like,
Stellar
manual
Bay,
drive.
So we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly.
Well, that sucks. Right, the black marketeer.
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Can I land anywhere outside of Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb.
Uh-huh.
You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly.
Fine. Oh.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
I'll put it good to good. Blah, 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 blah.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab.
Yeah.
And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power.
Man, I don't
But
trust
it's a
these
lie.
I don't
The board's
trust
only
you.
interested in filling
I
their
don't
own
trust
pockets.
anybody
So don't
here.
put a stop to them. They're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Oh, got it. Ah, yes. Oh, so the planet we're on is called Terra 2. Alright. Guess we head to the Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Ah, beautiful. Thank you, Ada.
Hey, Cap. Can we talk?
Sure.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
June Lee. What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure. If you happen to be along, speak up.
Okay. I don't want to waste your time or nothing.
Alright. Ah, right. So this is my room. Never dream. Ha!
I so enjoy watching you sleep for hours on end, Captain. It's quite entertaining the way you drool and whimper.
Okay. Oh, I can put stuff in here. Store this. Wait. Hephaestus. Origin of the pressure, this decorative skull is carved from volcanic rock. Sometimes when faced with a choice, the only proper response is to annihilate the people asking you to make it. Yep. That's cool. I don't want to... I'll keep his hat there. A nice little token. Oh, that's my alarm to start getting ready for work. What's this? Bedford. Mailing a copy of my favorite cereal, Singularity Steel, yada yada. Oh, damn it. Messages. Unread messages. Return to root. Messages. Archived. Wingman's. What? I continue, please. And finally hear from you. Your message is hilarious. I don't care. Even a modicum of decent ring would be unfortunate to ignore the ardent, sincere message of one of friends. Oh, okay. Wingman. Oh. Udom. Bedford. If I'm not dead, why would you even ask me that? The sun actually my own two eyes is something powerful weapon was lab. A shrink ray. Black market leads. Oh, so there are science weapons. What's this, Chinese checkers? What game is this? I don't know what game this is. It's like a mix of Chinese checkers and what? Sorry? I don't know. But, one thing I do know. $3.19? Huh. Okay. Well, just keep your own gun then, you know? Look at you, all fancy and dapper. Six, 10. Interesting. You might as well just keep wearing what you're wearing then, hey? Yeah, might as well just give him more health right off the bat, eh? Okay. Excuse me, getting kind of tired. I get weapons. Introduce Parvati to Jun Li. Locate security. Alright.
You might want to consider changing your clothes more often.
No. Wait a minute. I have a bed. I can sleep. Sleep for 12 hours. Alright, well, we'll end the video here and and we'll just skedaddle.